He played in like a couple, but then he must be busy on the days we usually do them or something. But now he's free, which is awesome. And so,
That's great. Yeah, I didn't know it was hard to get a hold of him, but yeah, glad to see him here.
yeah, if I scroll up in our chat feed between me and Bunny, it's literally just like, want to play in a tournament? Nope, sorry, can't. Want to play in a tournament? Nope, sorry, can't. But we got him. Anyway, this TvP I think is going to be fantastic. In the bottom left of Frostline, it is Rebellion's ByuN.
And in the top right, he's red. He's Protoss. He's an excellent Protoss player. It is Zoun.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks so much to everyone for tuning in to this event. If you're watching, make sure to go ahead and click that like button. If you have any social media or anything, or you see our posts on Twitter, give it a retweet, as we'd like to get as many people as possible watching these events that SOOP has been sponsoring for so long. And also, if you're tuning in, and you're lurking, hello lurkers, go ahead and make an account. It takes literally 2 seconds on SOOP. You will be blown away by how fast you can make an account on this website.
Yeah, it is crazy fast. It is nice that way. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see how ByuN does against Zoun and vice versa. Had somebody come to my chat today and say that Protoss is winning every single tournament lately that he has seen. So we will see if Zoun can take down ByuN.
did you ask that guy what the last tournament he watched was? He's probably like,
Yeah,
WCS 2014.
Yeah, right. I was like, there aren't any elite tournaments, you know that? He's like, oh yeah, but I mean, just like I've been watching like pig tournaments and stuff, and Protoss just wins everything, and it's like,
Really?
oh,
That's funny because I'm pretty sure Pig's tournament is still ongoing right now.
maybe the last one. I don't know. I didn't probe too much into it. I wasn't sure if he was trolling or not because I was like, dude, we haven't seen a Protoss win an elite
Phoenix
top
has
of the
supported
line
with
premier
200
tournament in
gems.
years, dude.
GLHF.
Like, I don't know if we're concerned about what's going on in the GM ladder or what's happening at some of these more, local tournaments with, for example, Pig. Like, I don't know if we care who wins those, but I don't know. Maybe
No,
that's
I
the
think
measuring stick
I
now.
think he's just whining, that guy, because like the only tournament Pig has done in recent times is his one that's ongoing now, which he was probably watching, and a Protoss probably did well in a group, and that's what he's bitching about.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
Anyway,
I couldn't quite sure if he was being serious or not. So yeah.
no, I think that's the beautiful thing. The game is so well developed. Like, if you're the best player in the world, it doesn't matter. Or if you're a good player, it doesn't matter what race you're playing. You can win. And usually the better player wins. We're lucky to have a game that's well balanced. Now, unfortunately for ByuN, an Adept makes it into his base. Will he block it from getting out? No, he will not. ByuN went for this handy-dandy double Marauder concussive shell opening to try and catch Zoun off guard, but in the end, ByuN was actually caught off guard, has his factory delayed, loses 2 SCVs, and Zoun keeps the Adept alive until he runs it back into those Marauders again.
Which you generally don't want to be doing there. He canceled. Was that a?
I think it was a battery.
Yeah, it was a shield battery cancel. Interesting.
Yeah, he realized ByuN turned the Marauders around, and so he realized the danger was over. Phoenix, by the way, just tossed on in 200 gems to the channel, which is amazing. Thank you for that, Phoenix. Those will be paid forward to the players as far as prize pool boost. Our goal for this event is to hit 500 gems. So thank you for getting us off to a great start on that. And he then says 100 gems for a nuke, which is very possible, as we do have a couple Terrans today.
100% entirely possible. What's up, Phoenix? He showed up to my stream today, and it was good to see him. And what's up, Bovine Schleim now here on SOOP Live. What's up, everybody? Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, I like how it's got the CH in it, so you gotta say it like Schleim.
Schleim. How do I turn you up? I turned it down a little bit for the stream yesterday.
That would be Discord. Right-click on my profile, and then there should be a volume slider. Or on my name in the actual chat.
Nope.
So if you click on the chat window, then like where my profile picture is talking or whatever. Like
yeah.
if you pull up the screen that has your camera on it, you right-click on my camera, my little
I don't.
box, and it
Yeah,
should
that's
be
it. I
there.
don't have your camera here.
Yeah, but you can find the screen to pull that up. I know it's definitely on that screen.
All right.
You'll
I'll
figure it out.
Yep.
And while Falcon figures out that tech stuff, we have got ByuN actually going for quite a strong push across the map. And looks like he is moving out, being hampered a little bit by Zoun, as there's an observer that sees this bio progressing across the map. Stalkers are already hindering it. Zoun warps in more stalkers. He is quite a ways away from charge, so this is going to be an all-stalker defense. He gets one of the tanks, which is massively important for this, and the reason why he doesn't have charge is because this is a rather early push for ByuN, but he's got batteries, he's got an immortal energy recharge on that battery as well. I think ByuN's attack is just going to fail hard here. We have those SCVs dying, the tanks dying. ByuN is just going to tap out in game number 1.
Wow. Yeah, excellent hold there. Stalkers, shield battery overcharge, sniping down that tank again was huge, as you said. And ByuN's push fails, and now Zoun is up here 1-0 in our best of 5. And we will have to see how ByuN handles that in game 2. Holy smokes.
Yeah, just like that. That was really, really well done by Zoun, predicting how that match was going to go, just being ready for the move out with the stalkers, and that was a bit of a folly by ByuN, I think, but he had a bad start in this match, so he'll probably do better in this next one, which is going to be Ultra Love.
Right, looking forward to Ultra Love on the match here for game number 2. ByuN forgot the password for his ByuN Slime account, so now he's ByuN Slime, that's why. Yeah, there are too many accounts out there these days, I know. Remembering the password for all of them can get very, very hard, but password managers make it easier, but sometimes you don't get them in there, and yeah, so too many sites with passwords, I know. But thanks for showing up in Critic Count anyway, Mr. ByuN. All right, so as you said, it's going to be Ultra Love here, another TvP featuring Zoun and ByuN. We will see if ByuN has another strategy here. That was an early push. And he scouted it, Zoun scouted it, and held it, and bam, that's it.
I mean, I really enjoyed the Marauder opening from him. Like, Concussive Shell Marauders can be very, very good at catching Protoss off guard. It just so happened it didn't work out, and that he let the Adept slip by. And that is just a recipe for disaster.
Yep, every single time. So on Ultra Love, game number 2, top right, it's our Protoss. He is blue. It is Zoun.
And in the bottom left, from Team Rebellion, it's ByuN. Okay, we'll pull up that production tab and see what the plan is for these guys. I wouldn't mind it if ByuN goes for the Concussive Shell Marauders again.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like he did something weird, like triple expanding before barracks.
That would be wild. Remember when you'd get like little hidden bases in the corner of the map when players were terrible?
Yeah. Ninja bases are fun. I want to see a professional player do that in this tournament, but hey.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we had ninja bases.
Yeah. It's kind of sad.
Zealot is on the way for Zoun. Zealot into Cybercore, so maybe looking to get a bit aggressive. He may just cancel this Zealot when it comes time to build his Nexus. It's a stylistic choice some Protoss make, but it does seem he's going to finish it. So going to maybe be trying to bring the early aggression to ByuN. There we go. He cancels it. And that means he's going to be able to build actually a Stalker very quickly. This is quite an unconventional opening from the Protoss. Like, we sometimes see players fire up that Zealot, then cancel it, but they almost always go Nexus. In this case, Zoun is actually just delaying his Nexus to go for a one-base Twilight Council. I haven't seen something like this in quite a while.
What is going on here, Joan? Feeling kind of risky here, up 1-0 against ByuN, I guess.
Yeah, in a way, it's kind of a good read getting the quick Stalker out because ByuN is opening up with multiple Reapers and Hellions, so he seems to have a good idea of what he's going to be up against, as these Reapers and Hellions, they are just chilling on the top of the ramp for ByuN for now. However, there's going to be many more out, and that's going to give him the potential to push out. Zoun then goes for a hallucinated Phoenix off the back of his Sentry, which is going to allow him to know exactly what he's up against. And then it's just going to come down to good positioning and micro, as ByuN is thinking of coming on in, but if he waits another minute, he'll have 2 more Reapers and another Hellion, so...
Yeah, walling off partially here, warping in, let's see, 2 gateways and a pylon, and we've got a sentry for force fields, and another stalker shows up.
Okay, ByuN's going to try for it.
It's going to be a hold here unless the Kitty 8 charges can get... Oh, there we go. The force field is here, and ByuN, I don't know. He can't get any damage at this point, I don't think.
Yeah, he should be fighting as much as possible, though, as... he does have a fair bit of DPS with this. The units of Zoun do stay alive. The battery finishes up. That means that this rush for ByuN is effectively ended. Behind this, though, the Terran does have a command center finished up, so he's not, like, in dire straits or anything like that. ByuN accidentally rallies 2 Marines across the map, though. That's quite a bit of a mistake. I guess he was maybe planning on making a big assault at the front, but it didn't quite work out. Zoun delayed his own economy a little bit by going for the Twilight Council, but that means he's going to have a ridiculously quick blink here.
100%, which is always nice, especially because there are Cloaked Banshees in his future on the production tab for ByuN. So yeah, blink is a good way to handle Mutalisks and Banshees and Liberators and stuff that show up, because you can close the distance very easily, and burst damage of Stalkers is excellent.
That it definitely is. So Zoun, he's just getting into a nice defensive position right now, has his Stalkers moving back and forth. Although he does want to secure up this 3rd base, so he's sending out this probe. ByuN may see it, but these Stalkers have Blink, so that shouldn't die, and it just escapes. And ByuN's going to be like, Blink? Already?
Sub 5 minutes, are you crazy? Knocking down a Reaper there. Excellent stuff here from Zoun in the early game, and 3rd base on the way at the, let's say, 11 o'clock position here on the north side.
Supply depot gets canceled by a Stalker poke. Now, Zoun does have 1 observer out, however, it's making its way across the map to scout for the Stalkers. He's warping in Stalkers, immediately Chrono Boost out an observer, but the Banshee will have free reign for the next few seconds until that pops out. The observer, or the Banshee, will want to get out of there. That probe took half a Banshee shot, by the way. That is a very lucky probe.
Yeah, that was insane. That was very crazy stuff. Banshee does get chased away, and just out of range of these Stalkers.
That is like the finest timing in the world, because usually the entire shot doesn't connect, but that was just half the Banshee shot connected, the other half didn't.
Yeah, because it's 2 attacks, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So yeah, and they're not perfectly synced, so 1 attack hit, 1 attack didn't, because it disappeared inside the assimilator.
Yeah, that is like the slightest margin ever. We do have another Banshee coming in towards the natural base. There is not an observer in position there, as the 1 observer is hugging this Banshee, so it's going to have to reposition a little bit, although then he brings another observer back, so great defense all in all by ByuN. And we have got Gateway is going up for ByuN. He's got Charge +1 on the way. ByuN, meanwhile, is just sitting, getting comfy in his main base off his 3 racks play.
Yep. So far good here from ByuN. Lots of Marines, Marauders, Stim, Combat, Shield, Medivacs, all the standard stuff ever since Wings of Liberty. What's up, Somicron? He did have detection a little bit late, I guess. All right, kids. Robotics Bay coming up here from Zoun. I think we're going to see some Colossus here, maybe some Disruptors. But I feel like Colossus is a good answer here. Unless the tank count's a little too high, then I kind of feel like Disruptor shots are the better option here against tanks for Protoss.
Yeah, Disruptors or just heavier on the charge lots. Colossus definitely doesn't hurt, though. But I'm not sure ByuN's going to have a lot of time to get to those Colossus, as Like, ByuN is moving out now, and he's got quite a bioforce. This is a 3-raxing Terran right now, so he has got 70 supply against the 40 of the Protoss. He's moving out across the map. Has a bit of a bad rally with some of this bio, though. Medivac comes in to save some of those units, but StarCraft pathing, Blizzard pathing in general, just gets everyone a little bit. ByuN, though, he's down in the series. He's going to need to make this push rather crisply and get his tanks into a good position. Hopefully soften up some of these zealots before the big fight happens.
Yeah, and it is Colossus on the other side here, but like you said, not going to be many. Maybe just one for this engagement here. We got Extended Thermal Lance being researched, but again, won't show up in this one. Oh man, 4th base here from Zoun. That is a mistake at this point, in my opinion. So, yeah, 84 supply army for 60 Zoun. He is down a lot here, and no splash damage. Force fields hoping to keep it out here, and the 3rd base does explode. Taking down another shield battery, canceling one. And the siege tanks here are just shelling, dude.
Yeah, ByuN's push just really catching Zoun off guard. I mean, the 4th Nexus alone, if he had completely abandoned the 3rd, wouldn't have been the worst decision, but he just lost so many zealots kind of hanging around at that 3rd base. And now ByuN's got a drop inside the main. He's working on one of these Colossus, and that Colossus cannot be easily replaced. It looks like a Marauder may get it. More drops going into the natural. ByuN is just going for the throat right now as this game quickly descends into chaos.
Yeah, 14 probes have died here from Zoun. We got a 52 to 48 worker lead for ByuN. If he can clean this up, Zoun is in a good position here. But it's going to be very, very hard to clean up, man. Widowmine does kill a Zealot. We've got 2 high ground siege tanks. We've got Widow Mines and nice connections there. 2 Colossus now. And I think Zoun does push away ByuN here.
Yeah. He pushes him away, but for how long? This one Marauder still being a nuisance actually gets 4 kills. ByuN's got more units crossing the map. He's got a 3rd landing for himself, so it's 3 base against 3 base. But the Terran maintains an army supply lead. Now this push is moving in towards the 3rd. The Nexus is vulnerable, but so is this Colossus. That's the prime target. It goes down as Zoun's army is a little bit too split up right now.
This is getting interesting here. Dropping into the main base. We've got Stalkers in position. We have a Charge Lot in position here. And still a high deficit army. There we go. Army difference here for ByuN. He is rallying across the map into the 3rd base, killing more probes. We've got a 10 worker advantage here for ByuN. The Immortals are burned down, and ByuN gets the GG here, tying up the series 1-1.
GG,
that was
just
excellent.
like that. Really, really well done.
Yeah, that 3 routes, 2 base push there. Zoun was not ready for it. He had no splash damage, very, very few charge lots, and he threw them away at the early stages of that attack, and that snowballed from there. Looked like he was going to clean it up, but again, ByuN rallying and finally getting the win here. So now it is a best of 3 in this best of 5. We are tied up. Whoever gets 2 wins in the next 3 games is your champion here, and we'll go on to the best of 7 finals.
Yeah. We have got quite a bit of StarCraft to go today, and with this one being tied up, looks like we may go the distance. Both players really shining in their respective match. Like, ByuN looked pretty sharp in Game 2. Zoun looked pretty sharp in Game 1. So we'll see who's going to do better in the next one, obviously.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what this is all about. That's why this is a best of 5 instead of a best of 1, is that we don't just get one match where one person's good and they move on. Yeah. You got to win 3 games here. You got to prove you're the better player today, not just in one match.
Yep, StarCraft players, they have, like, everyone has bad matches in series, and so, yeah, that's why we do like to have this best of 5 format here. It gives us nice series, that's for sure. Okay.
All right. El Dorado, here we go.
El Dorado. In the bottom right, it is ByuN, or some people call him Zoun, as it's ridiculously hard to pronounce his actual name.
Zoun, it is. Bottom left, ByuN, very much easier to say.
Yeah, it's not even that his name's hard to say, it's just that it's completely misleading the way it's spelled.
Yes,
And he
as far
didn't,
as English is concerned, correct.
yeah, and he didn't correct everyone for quite a while.
Yeah, if he'd come out and started, doing well in these tournaments and stuff and getting on the scene and said, no, my name is Zoun, then people would have been like, okay, cool, we got that. But it was years, man. It was years and years of him
It
being
was.
good and then getting better and better. And he reaches a point and he's like, actually, you're pronouncing my name wrong. And it's like, dude. I had a viewer on my live stream that has been coming around for 5 years. Somebody asked her how to pronounce her name, and she was like, "Oh, it's this." I'm like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Did you try to correct me and I ignored you? Because if so, I feel bad." And she's like, "No, I just never bothered correcting you." And I'm like, "Dude, it's 5 years of this. So now I have to, I got to rewire my brain to pronounce this name right."
You're gonna think about that every time you pronounce their name.
Yes.
And that's how it is with casting Joan.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's his own gosh darn fault. We love him anyway, though.
We
What's
do.
up, John Solo says hi. Can't log in. Tell John figure it out. Make a new account like Bovine did.
Yeah, make a new account. Why not? Or password reset, or pray to the gods. Who knows?
One of those things. Also, yeah, Rogue's playing.
Yeah.
Why'd you think he retired?
Well, he was in the army for a while.
Yeah. There you
but
go.
then he
Military.
came back. He's been back probably around a year now, I want to say.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I have a hard time keeping track of all the military service of these dudes. That's what I use Wikipedia for.
Yeah,
sure.
Wikipedia. That was one of the best additions in recent times, the military service thing. Like, it wasn't a thing for the first 10 years of StarCraft. Then all these guys started getting older and going into the army. And it's like, oh, okay, we'll make this a section.
Yep. I'd like to say the fact that Sovereign Kron and I used to complain about it on the Falcon Paladin Hour. That's when they decided to start putting that information.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, yes, obviously. Our, 10,000 people that listen every week, word got out.
Yeah, I heard you guys are competing with Joe Rogan on Spotify.
Well, I mean, 10,000. I mean, if we're competing with Joe Rogan, we're into the millions at that point. But yeah. Anyway.
It's a competition with Joe Rogan. He just doesn't know it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the series is tied 1-1, Park. Thanks for signing up for a SOOP account. Welcome to Zoun versus ByuN, our best of 5. First best of 5. We got Rogan Bunny coming up next.
Yeah, that's going to be a great TVZ, guys. So hang around, let everyone know, shout it from the rooftops. Okay, ByuN has gone for this heavy Reaper Hellion play once again. We do have Zoun going for multiple Adepts. He's got these guys set out. He's like, that Reaper is not getting in, but how about 3 Reapers and 2 Hellions? Can they get in? The answer is yes, as these Adepts are divided. ByuN is just going to charge on in. Reapers and Hellions are surprisingly good at killing Adepts. That Phoenix comes on in to get a lift to remove some of that critical damage. The Adepts complete their shades, so ByuN is just going to try and get whatever damage he can. Bounces that Adept, and now the Reaper and Hellion are going to try and get some more damage done. So far, it is 3 probes. He definitely likes some more, but just 3 probes and an Adept, that is acceptable losses for the Protoss.
I can't figure out this volume thing, man. I'm going to restart Discord after this match. All right, so...
Yeah, they definitely made some changes to their UI that made it... They make it harder to find the helpful screen that has all the... features you want on it. A nice trap by ByuN does kill one of the Adepts as they move up the high ground. However, that means they can just shade by him to his natural. Cyclone should be able to handle that, and they do retreat.
Yep, heading back home. Phoenix going to scout on in, see what's going on, and with his friends, going to try to lift an SCV and kill it, maybe 2. And this is why they're coming back. That's good Cyclone here, rebuffing the Phoenix. Again, Cyclones are excellent, man, for rebuffing stuff in the early game in your main base. Mining out his back wall here. Looks like Zoun does want to expand towards ByuN a little bit.
Yeah.
Towards that low ground. I don't know how I feel about that with the
so
Terran.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cyclone's so good at keeping those Phoenix out of his hair, too. Crazy annoying, but Cyclones do have to run away, or do have to pull back. We got a Robotics Bay about halfway down here from Zoun. Might try to get into those Colossus again. Hopefully have more than one when he actually needs them in this game, as opposed to last game. And yeah, tap that like button here on the stream, too. Just lets people know here on SOOP Live that we're here and casting the StarCraft. Yeah, ByuN coming back. Zoun trying to poke into the main base again with his Phoenix. A little bit of a bigger ball here, but Vikings, Cyclone, both those things pretty good at dealing with Phoenix. Zoun knows it. It's going home, just trying to keep the pressure up. He's making more Phoenix. He's gotten very little done with these guys, and he's like, you know what I need in this game is more Phoenix. I'm not sure I agree with him on that.
Yeah, it definitely does leave him vulnerable if ByuN is building to a large timing attack. The Terran is going for a 3-Rax play, so we'll see whether he's got the means to defend against aggression. He goes for another Stargate, so he's going to be going very heavy into Phoenix Colossus.
It's not 2015, man. It's not like the first patch of Legacy of the Void where Phoenix Colossus was the play. That got patched and changed a long, long, long time ago now, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can still do it. Like, the Phoenix are still handy.
Sure, nothing's stopping you from doing it.
They're still handy for shutting down drops, that kind of thing, but I think the main thing is that the Terran answer to Phoenix Colossus is just to macro make Ghosts and Vikings.
Right.
Because, like, if ByuN, say, gets up to a high Viking count, and then just EMPs, it's like, your Phoenix Colossus is no good. Now, one of the mistakes a Terran can make is being out on the too far out on the map against Phoenix Colossus, giving the Protoss opportunities to take a good fight. ByuN, though, he's ByuN, so of course he's out on the map. Got some Marines set up to move into this natural. There's definitely plenty of Colossus waiting to intercept that. Some rallying out Marines are in a bit of trouble as this third base gets delayed once more, so that's really nice for ByuN, who's fully saturated on his own third. That is quite an income advantage he's got.
Yeah, looking good. Terran's got mules, but Zoun's got a third base. I had to pop out our call from Discord, make its own window to see your face and turn you up. So that's how I fixed it.
Yeah.
So now you sound good.
Yeah, like, they don't default to the handy screen anymore. Discord is a terrible, terrible platform. In
terrible free platform. Hate those guys.
I hate them. Well, they're cramming ads and stuff into it, so.
I know. They're doing their best to monetize it at this point. And if it was paying for it, it wouldn't be any better, that's for sure.
No, it wouldn't. What do you mean? You don't pay for Discord Nitro or whatever?
Actually, I did sign up for Nitro at some point
they got him.
They got me. I have all these neat StarCraft emojis, like GIFs that I've been making for my Twitch channel, and I want to do them in Discord too, so they got me that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Also, I think they have an invisible size limit for GIFs in Discord, because if you try to upload one that's too big, it just assigns it as a static image. And it doesn't tell you, it's like, oh, this is too big, shrink it down. It's just like, this is static. It's like, but no, this is moving. But a smaller GIF works totally fine.
Or something to do to get around that. I'm not 100% sure on it.
Maybe. But I'm just saying smaller GIFs are fine. I upload those and it's a GIF.
Yeah, there
so
may
I
be
really
a
think it's
setting
size related.
To change like the autoplay or something of those. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it later. Hey, look, it's Phoenix and Colossus and Adepts.
Yeah, ByuN has the Ghost to counter the Phoenix, but he does not have the Vikings to counter the Colossus, so I think he's missing part of the picture here. He's going very Marauder heavy. Yeah, he's got 2.
3! Tada! He's got enough now.
And he's trying to go through a choke point against Colossus. Like, ByuN, just chill for a couple minutes. You'll be fine, yes.
No, he made it through.
Zoun's making Tempest. Oh, no. What could the Terran build to counter Tempest? More Vikings. ByuN, you don't need to be here.
2 at a time. Got some Widow Mines. No connection. What's it going to fire on? Zealot eats the connection. He was pretty much dead anyway. Tectonic Destabilizers on the way, but this engagement is massive. Colossus getting a lot of free swings off. Those Marauders stepping in. Every Colossus dead in a matter of seconds.
Okay,
and now we've got Phoenix and Tempests, and the Marines are doing some amazing work against this air stuff. Phoenix Ball is still okay. They're wiping out the Vikings a little bit. They're killing Metavax over here.
Yeah, 9 Phoenix, but ByuN going into the Tempest that were pretty much useless isn't great. And I was about to say, if ByuN just wins this game, I'll eat my words, and I'm going to have to eat my words, because by golly, he made the push work. Apparently just mass Marauders and Ghosts to EMP, you just ignore the Phoenix, and problem solved.
Yeah, got a couple Marines down there. That's all you need. About 3 or 4 Marines. They can handle anything in the sky.
Yep.
Yeah. Probes are dying. This Nexus is down. ByuN's expanding behind it. Zoun's like, well, this strategy certainly didn't work. What was I thinking? I mean, this is it. That's a GG. We're done. I don't know why he's still in here. Buddy.
Yeah, I mean, he still has his Phoenix he's going to try, but then he runs them into a Widow Mine, and he's building Tempest again, which are not it.
No.
I mean, ByuN doesn't have that many Marines, but he's got 14 Marines and a bunch of Widow Mines. Like, the Tempest will not succeed.
Nope. Slow moving, slow attacking is supposed to kill things like battle cruisers, not friggin' Marauders and Marines, dude. That's not what these units are for.
He's lifting up the Marines. He's gonna lose a Colossus because there's still a boatload of Marauders.
And he loses an entire Nexus. It's over. Zoun, I love you, Zoun. Let's move on to the next game, dude. Seriously, why are we still here?
Oh, Widow Mine. Ouch.
Oh!
Oh, another one. He's lost 39 probes.
He has. But you know, it's nice for us lower level players to watch somebody walk into Widow Mines like that and just be like, you know what? Even happens to the professionals. Even happens to the best of us. Can't feel too bad about it. Widow Mines are just good.
ByuN's trying to push with Tempest like it's an early game rush. He's literally just going mass Tempest. This is comical. He's like, I can just go over the cliffs to avoid the Marines, and I got enough Tempest to kill the Vikings, so...
I've got Tectonic Destabilizer, so I can kill supply depots real fast.
He can, and he's going to roll up on the Viking production. ByuN needs to counterattack, and that's exactly what he's going to do. There's 2 more Tempests crossing the map, going to run into some Ghosts and Marines. Oh no, they're on move command. Okay, they do turn around. That's going to make this counterattack a bit awkward. ByuN's going to lose one of these starports, probably going to lose a second.
Yeah, Tectonic Destabilizers increasing the damage to buildings by Tempest is no joke. It's a good upgrade.
Yeah, it definitely is.
You don't see it a lot.
Oh, ByuN's going for it, though, as ByuN is slow to react, loses 1 Tempest as the Vikings move forward. ByuN realizes how serious it is to, well, to save these starports. He's building 2 more as ByuN targets this, but he needs to be on these Vikings, and he is.
The Ion Pulse Crystal helping with these Phoenix. Oh my gosh, run, fall back. Dude's making just nothing but 2 Tempests at a time. Zoun, you're a madman, and I kind of love it.
ByuN is building 5 starports because he's like, crap, am I going to lose this game?
There's no way.
He's building 6 starports.
He cannot lose this game. Another starport down.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. This is like the most ridiculous game I've seen in so long. Okay, the Marauders are counterattacking.
PvT. I mean, those PvPs with Mass Phoenix were ridiculous, but this is definitely ridiculous, and it's a PvT.
Yeah, ByuN's bought so much time. Like, we thought he was dead minutes ago. Now his Tempest find the Marauders. It's like, get out of here.
The Marauders are like, whoa, hold on. We're good. We're not that good. And look, Tempests are good against massive units. They're good against Ultralisks and Colossus and, you know, Broodlords, stuff like that. Using them in this way is just so weird. Not even reactoring up these starports.
ByuN has 7 Viking production at a time right now. ByuN's going into 3 carriers. And there is the Marauders having some success. Oh, just recall the Tempest. Problem solved.
Yep. I mean, we're going to lose all of our probes, but the Marauders are going to be hurt. That's nice. Dude, the slow attack here compared to the fast attack of the Sims Marauders.
It's so painful. Okay, where's the Vikings? ByuN says
enough
of this. As the Tempest are split up for ByuN, he doesn't have a recall, so he's going to lose this small group. He maybe could have fought if he had them all together, but ByuN is going to find success as well. They weren't all together. Phoenix and the Tempest are going to take as many Vikings as they can with them, but ByuN is making 9 Vikings at a time. He's still on 5 bases. 79 SCVs to 45 probes. Like, ByuN took this way, way farther than I thought it would ever possibly go.
I called GG like 4 minutes ago. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm
and
with you.
yeah, I did not blame you. Like, it was...
I mean, it's over. The guy's making Sky Toss against Terran, and Terran is just making nothing but 9 Vikings at a time. It's over. ByuN is not weirded out by this. He's casually building as many Vikings as possible, target firing well. The carriers are dead before getting anything done. Yeah, this is just Zoun messing around almost here.
Yeah.
Like, just kiting. He's like, I'm practicing my Tempest kiting. Hold on a second. Give me a minute. Yeah, look at these Vikings. ByuN is just nonplussed. GG!
GG indeed.
Oh, Zoun, you're very funny. Okay, let's see. Let's
That
get
was a
into our
little
next
goofy.
game here. Yeah, let's see if we're going to be less goofy in game number 4. All ByuN's got to do is win one of the next 2, and he moves into our final. So should be some exciting stuff here. Let's see what Zoun tries to do. I don't know if he needs to get charge lots faster or get splash damage out faster or something, because he's getting hit and he is not ready for the attacks that are coming for him in this series. So weird stuff.
Yeah.
Neon Violet Square. Old map is back. Loving the Neon Violet Square. Very
Yeah.
pretty.
Thanks
All
so
right,
much to
kids.
everyone for tuning in to the SOOP StarCraft Global. We've already had contributions of gems by Phoenix. Thank you so much for doing that, Phoenix, as we do have a goal of 500 gems to increase the prize pool for the players. Yeah. And just, if you're hanging out, make an account, click the like button on the stream to help support these events that we've been doing for so long.
Absolutely. We're doing this for years. We will continue to do this for years. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for being here. Tell your friends about StarCraft 2 on SOOP Live. And let's see what Game 4 has in store.
All right. In the upper left side of Neon Violet Square, it is Rebellion's ByuN.
And in the bottom right of Neon Violet Square, it's Zoun. What's up, outsider? How you doing?
Welcome, outsider. Okay, so we have got Arax on the way for ByuN. It's Neon Violet Square, so we may get to see the back expansion be taken by the Terran or by the Toss.
Yeah, could do. There's not as many resources back there, so some people like to just take it early, get it out there, and some people like to hold it in reserve. So we'll see what the decision is.
Yeah, you can definitely look at it as a glass half empty or glass half full type situation. Probe Scout for Zoun. He will see that ByuN is just going for a single gas, which means there'll be an expansion on the way.
Trying to keep a close eye out here if we end up with multiple Stargates, because, dude, that was a crazy game.
That was one of the most ridiculous things I've seen in a pro match for so long. Like, that was
I'm right
weird.
with you. So weird. Made no sense.
Like, was Zoun gonna win the game any other way? No. Did he win the game? No, but he made an effort, and ByuN almost fumbled it. Like, we saw him being like, oh, there is too many Tempests for me to keep pushing.
I do have to fire up 9 Vikings at a time. Silly me. So we do get 1 Stargate. I'm watching you, Zoun. I'm watching you. I'm also watching you. What are you planning on doing, sir? Sir Robot? Still here. Just enjoying not working, taking a break. Got a little probe cigarette in his mouth, you know. Yep, smoke breaks anymore in Canada. They have those.
We have coffee breaks.
Yeah, but nobody's like out doing cigarette breaks.
Oh, yeah, lots of people go for smokes.
Okay. Yeah, kind of dying off, I want to say. Not as many people doing it anymore, which is good.
Yeah, e-cigarettes are a very common thing, vapes and whatnot, like massively popular. So it kind of depends on, like, I guess where you work or the industry. Like, some people can just vape on the job because
Right.
not a cigarette or whatever. But yeah, some people just go outside to vape or things like that.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I used to work with a dude at the Apple store who would just vape while you're doing repairs at the store.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yep, totally is. I don't know. I keep seeing people talk about studies where like vaping basically burns your lung tissue.
Oh, probably.
Like causes long-term damage to it. So that's exciting.
I mean, yeah, like it's got to be better than smoking. I don't think there's a debate about that. Is it good for you? Not a chance.
No.
Are people dropping dead from vaping? No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Took a while for the first people to die from cigarettes, too.
Yeah, but then they also ignored it for a long, long time, too.
Yes, that's true. Tried to hide the science. Cyclone and a Viking coming in here from ByuN. He is being prepared for an Oracle that shows up or any Phoenix that might be here, and that's good because there is a Phoenix that's showing up. Oracle is off the map. Pylon scouting for potential drops. Phoenix are going to show up. It's going to have to be... There's another Cyclone coming in back home. ByuN is taking his back base as a third. Goodbye him. And these little Plinko machines are the defining characteristic of this map. To get across the map, you have to go through little Plinko things. So Phoenix come in. There's a Viking to try to stop this, but 3 SCVs go down anyway. The Phoenix jumping on that? Phoenix jumped on that.
Beautifully done.
They did.
Then pulls the injured one back. Great micro by ByuN. This is the kind of pickoffs you want with Phoenix.
And Phoenix recall home because we recognize there's a little bit of a push coming, and my army is Phoenix. So let's get there. Outsider says Vespine gas huffing. I mean, we got Terrazine huffing in StarCraft 2, so yeah, I don't see why not. And then Somicron can't wait for the vaping section on planes. That might be a thing we see in our lifetimes, yeah. Entirely possible.
So.
Robotic support bay coming in from Zoun. We'll see if he goes for those Colossus again. Maybe try some disruptors here. Maybe mix it up a little bit, but disruptors are more of a late game kind of comeback unit. We'll see what the decision is here from the Protoss.
Yeah, he might have benefited in the previous match if he did have a disruptor or two to hit that big bio ball as it stepped forward. So maybe that was the missing piece. Still, though, the Mad Lad is just going for Phoenix Colossus again. Will ByuN just make Marauders and Ghosts and roll ByuN? We may find out.
I mean, it's what he's done since the beginning of StarCraft 2. Marauders and Ghosts have been there for your Colossus problems ever since then.
It's true.
So he's used to it, that's for sure. Good grief. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this whole Phoenix Colossus thing that Zoun's trying again. Like, I just don't know what he's going to try to do differently. Because he really got that smoked the first time around. That attack, all the Colossus died very fast. The Phoenix could not do much against the Marauders, obviously. They don't kill them fast enough. So we'll see if he's going to change anything about this. But I just keep looking at that production tab. Twilight Council coming in. Maybe charge lots in addition to your Colossus and your Phoenix. Yeah, charge gets fired up. I do like that. They're really good against the Marauders.
Yeah, stops that bio from stimming forward when there's a bunch of Zealots intercepting them, so... Cool choice by ByuN. We'll see if he takes that back base as his fourth as well, because that's very, very secure. And then he's just going to have a much easier time defending. ByuN takes his own fourth base. Scan on the obs. Very nice. These Phoenix, they're counting the Marines right now, and ByuN's like, I can lift these.
Oh, he does get the nice lift off. Every Marine dies. Last guy gets lifted up last. But again, the Cyclones are what makes us retreat. The Marines, no big deal. But the Cyclones of Phoenix are like, nope. We're out of here. All right, ByuN got his 4 bases, making his Vikings, making his Ghosts. Phoenix popping in a little bit. Army value 71-259 in favor of Zoun. But the long-term success of these Phoenix is in question. We've got 3 Colossus instead of 4. Got a War Prism here. Going to be warping in Zealots. Oh, High Templar.
Archons, he's just going for a big old push.
Oh, man. EMP. Did you forget about EMP?
Yeah. ByuN seemingly reading this or being a little suspicious adds on to his wall to help choke this up a bit. That's going to be very important. He's building a planetary at the 4th, but he's going to have to hold on for now. Those ghosts come out at the perfect time. Those zealots are so clumped up on the ramp. They eat 1 EMP. There is going to be more ghosts popping out, but they are not out now. There they are coming forward. ByuN needs to drop the EMP, and he does, so the Archons die, but there's still Phoenix in the skies, still the 1 Colossus in the back, 2 Colossus in the back, pardon me. ByuN loses 18 FCVs, and he's retreating further towards his 4th, but his natural and his main are compromised.
Substantially. 19 SCVs have gone down. Worker advantage. Pretty big one here for Zoun. Mules are good, but maybe not that good. Zealot still free inside your base. And then charging up that ramp, the supply depots are down. We got Zealots inside your main base, supported by Phoenix, dude. And 69 armor supply to 38 here. I think we're going to go to a game 5 at this point. There it is. GG down, forcing a game 5. Yo, that was much, much better than the previous game. Yow.
That is absolute. That was just night and day. The difference between those 2 games.
Yeah, getting those charge lots, adding those Archons in, really putting in that work. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Forcing a game number 5.
Going for a timing. Going for a timing attack, fewer Colossus, more Archons and charge lots, and then not investing in the Tempest. Completely same units, but different kind. Well, not all the same units, but same Phoenix Colossus, and just played way better there.
Yeah, just better decisions for what's around the core composition there. So that was great. Okay, we're going to be on ley lines here for our next match. Game 5, determining who goes to face off in the round of 2, like second round, best of 7, either against Rogue or Bunny.
Yeah. So after this match, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a best of 5 that's going to be great to watch. Bunny and Rogue, I think, should be another evenly matched match like we're having right now. So let's see where this one goes. In the upper right, it is ByuN.
And at the bottom left, you know him, you love him. He's ByuN. He's awesome.
He is.
He's been around for a long time.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty much nonstop since 2016. Yeah, ByuN's one of the guys that really set the precedent for the sort of online cup era we have these days, because he played in everything. And people are like, what is the GSL/World Championship doing playing in the $50 OSC Weekly? It's like, he's just ByuN, okay, man?
Yeah, right? He just never stops competing. He will compete anywhere, anytime. If you see him on the street in Korea and challenge him to a game, he will pull out a laptop and play you right there.
Okay,
that's the legend of ByuN.
Cheeky eBay proxy. However, ByuN sends his probe down early, like a smart Protoss, to say, hey, there's an eBay building.
Bringing more probes down. The more HP on that eBay, the more annoying it is. So he's willing to bring down this many probes, stop construction on it, start burning it down now. Not actually building a zealot to help. This is the probe's job to force a cancel on that thing. And just going to cancel it at the very, very, very last second here is ByuN to get that money back. And Zoun's working this out to where he's going to go ahead and be able to expand about as soon as this thing cancels. There it is. 94 back, 360, 370, 380, 390, and 400 minerals. There's the expand. Well tracked there by Zoun. That's pretty smart. Ooh, expansion coming in from ByuN. Not sure why there's an SCV mining over here, but good job, guy. Guess checking for weird proxies or something. Outsider says ByuN is cute. He is a pretty cute player, that's for sure. Factory on the way from ByuN. Probably another Cyclone, what, because those have been pretty good for him in the early game.
Yeah, I mean, if your opponent's building Phoenix, you definitely want Cyclones.
Yeah, if you don't have a Cyclone and Phoenix show up, you kind of feel bad about yourself, so...
Yeah, I guess ByuN
Smart.
didn't have any Widow Mines in that previous match either. That could have potentially helped him against the all-in.
Oh, that's true. Especially against the Zealots, yeah.
Like, that was such sharp timing by ByuN, though.
It was. It was very cool.
Reaper gets caught and possibly killed. It's going to try and hide on the high ground, but there is no escape. Can't grenade over and dies.
My goodness. Zoun's got a strategy today, and he is not moving from it. Dude's got a Stargate warping, and he's starting a Phoenix immediately. He just has no interest in doing anything else. He's like, my Phoenix are good. I'm awesome with my Phoenix. No one can tell me anything different.
Yeah. Apparently that's ByuN's style. Trying to be the best Phoenix Colossus player that there is. Every StarCraft 2 player has a style. Some are more varied than others, but they all have a distinct style.
They do. And I'm down with it. I support that.
ByuN moves out with a Widow Mine after it gets an Adept kill, followed by a Medivac with 8 Marines in it. We'll see how he's going to play this one, whether he just tries to poke the front or, say, elevator the mine in, that kind of thing. As he is just moving towards the front. He's got a Cyclone joining as well, so he may just be trying to crash the gates of ByuN. However, he does have 3 Adepts and a battery, so I think the toss should be safe. Looks like ByuN may just be going for this pylon. It's going to be a bit of a micro battle. The Widow Mine was placed expertly to prevent the Adepts from coming out and saving this pylon. ByuN is so smart.
Yeah, absolutely. Sending the probe out to eat the hit, and then our army can come out here and maybe save the Cyber Core. That'd be pretty nice to be able to do that. Pylon is a lost cause there. Medivac does pick up and just micro a little bit. Does get focused by the Phoenix. Takes a lot of hits from Phoenix to take down a Medivac because it's not light. The Marines on the ground doing a ton of work here, and suddenly this ground army evaporating for Zoun and forced to flee.
The Medivac does die, so that is the high ground vision lost for the Terran. There's no more units coming across the map, so ByuN will be successfully repelled at the cost of 4 Adepts, 1 Stalker, and a Phoenix for, well, you see it all on the screen there. Not a terrible trade for the Terran to whittle down the Toss army that early on, though.
No, definitely not. Trying to keep it as low as possible here. Force him to spend money on that rather than probes. Immortal under production. Stim, combat shield, +1 attack. The holy trinity of Marines and Marauders in the opening 10 minutes of any match. All right, Phoenix rolling in. 3 Cyclones say, your kind is not welcome here. We will kill one of you, in fact.
Apparently that's the magic number.
Yeah. Man, 3 is an insane investment. But hey, works out if it works out.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it just comes back to the fact that ByuN is a Phoenix building monster, so ByuN is prepared for that. Scan, was that a dead obs? Seems like it.
Yeah, players are so good at finding those obs, even when they're holding still. Incredible.
A proxied gateway may allow ByuN to warp in charge lots, but there is no charge in sight, no Twilight Council yet, so that's a very early gateway, which makes me wonder, is he just going to be going for like Stalker Colossus or Slow Zealot timing or something?
Roxying DTs?
Again, still no Twilight, so like it's a little weird the timing on this
That's
gateway.
true.
Maybe he's just building it there for the heck of it. As he does just throw up
ByuN
his
scans. He'll be like, "Where's the gateway? Where's the other one?"
I only counted 7. Where's the 8th gateway? That's like
Yeah,
Batman.
right?
Yeah, ByuN has got himself quite a nice economic position, though, as ByuN has really cratered his own economy by building all these expensive Phoenix, the Colossus. His own third is so darn late. Like, this is a 7-minute third for the toss. We sometimes see, like, 4-minute thirds for Protoss.
Right, we saw that in game 1. It was a super fast third and a super fast fourth, but it kind of, maybe that's what got him killed, so he's slowing down his roll on that. Ghost Academy about halfway done here from ByuN. He does find the value.
He's just warping in a
Ghost, as all Terran players do.
He's going for a timing attack against ByuN. ByuN is going to move out and see this. As a single Marine walks forward, he's like, hey, that's a Protoss. Nice hallucinated Colossus by ByuN, but ByuN has got a bunker. He's got Widow Mines this time in a much better defensive position, I think, as he's probably going to have to pull SCVs at some point into this. He's got Ghost building. A decent number of Vikings are out. The Phoenix are there to buffer against that. Cyclones and Bio stimming forward. ByuN tries to position the Marines backwards as the SCVs surge forward, and he dives on top of this army for ByuN. It's all on the line, but it gets cleaned up.
Yo, it does. Hallucinated Colossus going at the end there. Stalker's not going to be the answer here.
No.
Did kill 12 SCVs, but gosh, Widow Mine shot. There's another one still there, dude.
Yeah. Non-upgraded Stalkers is when you're just contemplating life as Protoss, like, huh.
What am I supposed to do with unupgraded Stalkers? And the answer is you die.
Yeah. Now he could build a Dark Shrine, but he still doesn't have a Twilight Council, so... yeah, ByuN is unfortunately not gonna take this one, I think. It's safe to say. Like, ByuN, he's got a huge lead, got the third. He lost, like, 12
10
SCVs.
SCVs? Yeah, it wasn't that many.
Nothing. And now
and now no splash damage back home. It's Adepts, it's Stalkers without upgrades.
This is going to be a quick GG, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, one Colossus pops out, but...
Yeah, he's not even really microing anything except for that one Colossus. Not going to be enough. The Vikings are going to take it down if anything's going to happen to it anyway. GG!